Yeah, so just as I thought that after yesterday, there is zero chance that the heat can get any worse, it can 100% always be worse. Today was definitely worse. And I also made the very silly decision of walking back home from the gym because I also had to go into a grocery shop. I had to get some meat because I eat meat because I need protein because after the gym you need to consume protein. So yeah, I had to go into the shop, so it was useless to take the metro. I went to the shop, and then as I was walking back home after the shop, yeah, no, that was probably one of the worst experiences during my lifetime period, to be completely honest, because it's almost like a flashbang. You're walking and you're almost disorientated because of how hot it is. And it's like I have this like homeless tan now that I accumulated over the time span of like 10 minutes. And like imagine how intense does the sun actually have to be for you to become red and for you to become weird after a 10-minute walk in the fucking sun. Normally it would take like around an hour for you to develop any color. Now it's like, yeah, no, 10 minutes. 10 minutes is absolutely enough for you to be a little bit sunburnt. And that's also considering the fact that I have sunscreen on my face and my face is still very obviously red. So yeah, no, this is awful. And it's not getting better. It's the nighttime right now. Like currently it is night. And if I would go outside, it would still be absolutely fucked. Like the temperature does not change regardless of it being night or it being day. The only thing that is actually much worse during the day is the fact that also the sun is blasting directly on you, and the sun almost seems like it's actually legitimately going to fuck you up. I'm very surprised how do the homeless people survive this, because it should be insane to be outside right now. And also like just the fact that they have to spend a lot of time in the sun, like you can actually legitimately get burnt by the sun in this sort of a heat. So yeah, I feel like it sucks for the homeless when it's winter and when it's cold, but this is equally bad. Like you would imagine that heat is going to be better than the cold if you have to live outside on the street. But I would probably argue I would rather be outside in the cold rather than sit in this, because this is just unbearable. I go outside for a 5 minute walk just to get water and stuff like that, and I'm already sweating and I'm not even doing anything. I'm just existing, I'm just walking. And that's already enough for me to come back home drenched in my own sweat. And I'm not a person that generally sweats a lot, so that's even more extreme because normally it would take quite a lot for me to start sweating. And now it's just like, yeah, I just go for a walk and I'm like fucking soaking wet. So yeah, today was definitely worse than yesterday, and I think that tomorrow is probably going to be somewhat similar. But then, as far as I understood, by Sunday it's already going to be okay, and it is going to get significantly better. But yeah, this was a odd experience, and also I read that this was the worst heat in over 100 years. So like you have to imagine how fucking hot it is now, and also like a fucking 100 years ago they have recorded that shit. They know that this temperature last was recorded 100 years ago. And also on top of it, like 100 years ago, you didn't have fucking air conditioning and nothing like that. So that must have been like fucking hell. Like must have been like actually you legitimately being in hell. That's probably how it feels. Actually, that might not be a bad thing then. Then maybe it's already time for me to experience this, because this is going to be like prep for the time when I actually go to hell. So this is probably going to be a little bit of a practice for me for what's up to come. Okay, anyways, other than that, today was a fairly nice default day. Actually, everything but the heat was absolutely fine. I actually had a really nice day. Because, well, first of all, it's a day off because tomorrow is the 4th of July, so that's nice. Today was a day off. Didn't have to go to the office, just woke up, went directly to the gym, had a very nice workout at the gym, plus the gym was semi-empty because it's a holiday and because most normal people are not going to be training during the holidays. They're going to be celebrating with their families and doing normal human stuff. So I did the opposite. I went to the gym, and that actually ended up being quite nice because yeah, it's basically empty and you could easily work out without any issue. Well, minus the walk home. The walk home wasn't something that I enjoyed at all. But yeah, other than that, a fairly normal, decent day. I went to the gym, then afterwards went to the barber shop. My barber seemed weirdly excited for some reason about something. Must have had something good happen to him, because he didn't really tell me what is it that's up with him, and he didn't really say anything directly. But I can tell, like I've been going to this guy for like more than a year now, so I can tell when he's grumpy and I can tell when he's happy, and we have this like odd parasocial relationship where we don't even talk that much. Well, nowadays we talk a little bit more. We used to basically like not speak at all. He would just like cut my hair and I would like sit there silent, which was actually the way that I preferred it for a very long period of time, because generally I'm not all that talkative. I don't want to constantly make small talk with like my barber. But now at this point we're kind of friends, so we can kind of have like a real conversation. And if it's a real conversation, I'm okay with that. My problem is I don't want to make meaningless small talk just to be polite. Then I'd rather just sit in silence, because the small talk always comes off as me being awkward because I just don't really want to participate in it. But now when we actually know each other and when we're actually kind of friends, then talking is okay, because you're actually conversating and you're actually having a conversation. So yeah, he seemed very excited, but yeah, basically just got my haircut done afterwards, came back home, did some chores at home, also got a H&M delivery today. I ordered like a bunch of shit from H&M. So that came, and actually surprisingly, most of the clothes that I ordered actually fit well. Normally I have to return like half of them, but this time I only have to return like a singular piece of shorts, and basically that's it. Everything else actually ended up being exactly the way that I wanted to be, so that's nice. But yeah, other than that, that is pretty much it for today. I didn't really do anything else today but go to the gym, go to the barber, then did some chores at home, and that's basically it. So yeah, I guess nothing more left to say for today. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, as I always do. See you guys tomorrow.